like to share. Can you say your name real quick?
Lauren Preller.
And continue with what you were saying. You said this is like the Great Depression.
Yeah, this it's a monopoly now. All the big the money is in the hands of a few. It's exactly what happened. If we don't learn from history, I am for capitalism. It is not capitalism. We are not experiencing capitalism in this country anymore. It's a monopoly. The money has been sucked out of the economy to the very top, and they're monopolizing it.
Who is monopolizing?
It's a combination of Wall Street, which does not belong, or it's never belonged to the U.S., but at least the American companies were here and had some fiduciary duty to the U.S. citizens, and probably the employees some patriotic duty. Their fiduciary duty is to their stockholders, their investors. Same thing with the banks. They're global investors. They're China. They're everybody else. They're not us anymore.
So, but does our government control them? Or?
No, of course not. The government are puppets. They're bought. I mean, if this election doesn't prove it, with the super PACs and Citizens United, nothing does. And people are like sheep. They don't see it. I just can't even believe. Friends of mine, they've had their own business. They've worked 34. I'm 56 years old. They've worked hard all. They're without jobs. My ex-husband, brilliant man, is scraping paint off of walls. At like 15 an hour. The man made 150 a year. I mean, that's been my experience in my immediate family. I'm angry. I'm looking at my kids. My daughter just graduated college. I've used my retirement to get her through. I've got another one. I don't know how she's going to graduate. And they're brilliant kids. One's in Clemson, got in on their grades. I've taught hard work. I have busted my ass. I've worked 60, 70 hours a week the majority of my lifetime. I can't get business now. There aren't people out there to buy. That is the problem with this economy, because they have sucked it up all the way to the top. And it's so apparent. And if they equate capitalism with liberty, it's bullshit.
Do you think this is an effective way for people to make their points and affect change? What else?
What other choice do you have? Politics. I voted for Obama. I think he's got sucked into the system. I think he's trying to do what he can, but he's got to play the game. That's the system. It's too powerful, and I think until people just stop and say, "I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing it anymore," that it's never going to change. And I'm just a small, I realize the futility of me standing here with this sign, but I want people to know I'm not just some, kid with nothing to do.
But you do feel that they're targeting the right people? Because I've talked to some people and they say that it's not going to change unless we go to Congress.
It's not very
they should be in
Congress.
DC.
They're all just trying to save their jobs. The system really has to change. We never were supposed to be a two-party system anyway.
And when you said it's not going to stop until people say I'm not doing it, which people are you talking about? And what are you telling them to stop?
I'm talking about stop, striking, people not buying at Walmart, people just stop. I mean, you can only do so much. But I think part of the problem is the public isn't educated to really, and I'm limited in my education to it, because the media, they've got sponsors paying them what to do. I mean, it's all based on that. So they'll only report so much and what they're told to report, and they're edited. Everybody knows it. Thank God for the internet. I actually think this will wind up being a global labor force somehow. I really do. Eventually, because everybody for the first time in the world is connected by that. And they're starting to do it now. The countries, they've been milked for everything they have. The workers. Look at that. I think it was India. It just happened. There was a horrible fire. All these people were killed. It goes on, and I'm trying to keep my message. I go off, but it is set up. The system is set up to milk everything you can out of a human being. It's not about justice anymore. It's just about making money. And they've now deregulated to a point where they make immoral these immoral deregulations for profit. Well, we made money.